So I had a full series of activator sessions with Karen, and really quite amazing. The first thing is that every session I just got a break from all the stress and all the chaos, because there was a sense of kind of just floating in a state of bliss. It was really beautiful. But the main thing that I found is that at the time when I first went to her, I was in a situation that's very toxic, and communication was very, very challenging. And it was kind of like I was a crab in a bucket, and I didn't even want to be in that bucket. So it was sort of like an experience where I was being pulled at from all directions, and yet nobody was actually communicating with me properly. And I was quite desperate, and I needed to get out of that situation, but I didn't know how. And what happened was, with the sessions with Karen, it was like she just lifted me up out of that bucket. It was like nothing could stick like it had been. People didn't have the same control of me that they used to have. And I started to just people please less and less. And that was something that happened over a period of time. So I would say that because Karen has worked in corporate and she's very familiar with that environment. And, if you were in a situation and you were in a sort of toxic work environment, then I would totally recommend having Activator. Also, it helped me become more focused, can have a bit of an ADHD tendency, especially when people are deliberately inflicting chaos and trying to pull you into chaos. And so that really helped my mind become more focused, and I gained clarity and was able to kind of move out of that situation. So thank you, Karen. It's been amazing. You've really helped me. And the thing about the way Karen works is you don't really know what she's up to. She's busy tweaking, and she's tweaking past lives and this life and all different levels, and she works in a very broad way. And I'm at the castle. See, here's the castle behind me. And if you consider that we've all been here before, look at that. I mean, those buildings were built by people who aren't here anymore. They were once here and they've left that behind. And all those trees were planted as well. And we don't really kind of think about it. I've kind of always thought, well, there's no point in working on past lives because this life's hard enough as it is. So consider that, say you lived in the days of the castles, your soul did, then, would you bring forward the lessons from that life? Would you bring forward the skills from that life? We've got this sense that it all sort of started when we came along and it ends when we leave. But there's a history here. It was here before us. It will be here after us. And there's just this sense that we're just here for a blip and make the most of it. And she's working on so many different aspects of your life that you wouldn't even think about. And when she feeds back later, it's very interesting. She thinks, oh yeah, that's interesting. It'd be something like, 2 lifetimes ago, something happened to your third chakra. And it's like, well, this is what the effect is. And so whatever it was, whatever the tweaking was that she did, it certainly worked. And I found that people just didn't have the control of me that they once had.